all of you guys are doing well during this time. I'm just gonna jump right into the video. So I'm going to do a no makeup look. Honestly, this is literally the makeup I do every day when I do wear makeup, even for work. Let's get started. Bear with me, this is my first video, so let me know about how it sounds, if the lighting is too bright. I do have all my windows open and a ring light, so if you feel like it's too bright, let me know. But yeah, so if I can put this on, I'll get my hair out of my face. And I'm sorry if I like keep looking like this way because I have a mirror here so I can make sure that I can see myself in the frame. The very first thing I'm going to do, I am going to put on my lip balm. This one is the Smith's lip balm in the Eucalyptus, what is this? Menthol and Eucalyptus scent. Because you know, you gotta keep those lips hydrated. It's the afternoon right now. I did my skincare this morning, so I'm just gonna go in and refresh my skin. I'm gonna use the Glow Recipe Watermelon Glow Recipe mist. This is my favorite. I love this stuff. I love watermelon, so anything with watermelon, you got me hooked. So I'm just gonna refresh my skin. Smells like a Jolly Rancher. I love it. My skin has been a little bit more dry with this weather, so I'm gonna make sure that I am really hydrating my complexion. I'm going to go in with the base tape from Tarte. This one is basically a coconut water hydrating primer. It's one of my favorite hydrating primers. For no makeup, I always like the skin to look as fresh and as like glowy as possible. I wouldn't say like dewiness or shine, but more radiant, because I feel like with natural skin and a healthier like skin look, it just looks more radiant. So the other primer I'm going to put on is the Smashbox Radiance Primer. I love this stuff. I'm obsessed with it. I'm running out. But it has a really soft like tint to it. It's like a golden peachy, I don't know how to describe it, but it's very subtle, but it just makes the skin look a little bit more alive. Eyelash. For foundation, this is where, depending on what I'm doing on that day, so if I'm going to work, I will put on more coverage when it comes to my foundation, but if I'm gonna have a really easy day, I'm just gonna go in with a tinted, like a tinted moisturizer or a BB. The one I'm gonna use today is this guy right here. It's the Drunk Elephant Physical Daily Defense. It has a really light tint to it. It's just a little guy. I had this as a sample and I took this with me when I went on a trip this past year and I loved it. I never used it until then because I needed something super lightweight. But when I used it on my trip, it was just perfect. Honestly, don't come for me, but I'm gonna use my fingers. I think like the most minimalistic routine and look, like it's okay to use your fingers. It's honestly just an SPF with a tint, a really light tint. Everyone's probably cringing at me, all the professional people, even though I'm a pro myself. I don't care. Your fingers are your best tools, and if that's all that you have and it's gonna work for you, go for it. Next thing I'm gonna do, I'm gonna go in with my, I'm so dry, you guys. I'm gonna go in with my concealer. Sorry if I sound a little nasally. My sinuses flared up the other day and I feel like I still kind of sound like a man, but it's okay. I'm gonna go in with my all-time favorite Shapetape concealer. Now you don't have to go in with a fuller coverage concealer. You can go in with something super lightweight, but this is my tried and true. This is my go-to. I absolutely love this stuff. This is my baby. And I'm just gonna go in, and I'm not gonna do like the whole shebang. I'm just gonna go in and do a very minimal coverage, going in with a beauty sponge. And just blend it where I need it. I have very pink eyelids. They're just naturally like that. Open my little mirror that I have here. So I always like to go in and even out that area. And I'm sorry if you hear children in the background. It's my niece and nephew that are playing, I think, Jenga. But they just act bug wild 24/7. And I like to go in around the nose. That's where we tend to have a little bit more redness. It's natural, everybody has it. If you don't, you're lucky, but I just like to go in and even out my complexion. And whatever I have left over, I just go in all over my nose because I tend to get red there too. And I just go in around my brows. Like I said, I'm not going in super crazy. I'm just going in and concealing where I need to. And it's basically just concealing my redness, my uneven skin tone underneath my eyes. And that's it. I'm gonna go in and set my face now. I'm gonna go in with just a translucent powder. This one is the Tarte Shapetape setting powder. I love this stuff too. I've used a lot of setting powders. The Kat Von D one, the Laura Mercier, the Cover FX, and for whatever reason, this one is it for me. I've used Laura Mercier and Kat Von D, like I said, but for whatever reason, they just dried my skin out. And if you have any issues with dry skin, this one's gonna work perfect for you. It's a finely milled powder and it just melts right into the skin, so you don't have to worry about it causing texture or looking powdery or looking cakey on the complexion. It just melts right into the skin. Now I like to go in with my sponge for under my eyes when I set. Sorry if I'm blocking you guys, I'm trying not to. I crease. I naturally crease. I have these lines under my eyes. I've always had them ever since I was a child. So I always bake because baking helps prevent any movement under my eyes. You don't have to bake. You can just go in and set. And I'm just going in under my eyes and around my nose. I'm gonna go in with this little guy, the Milk Lip and Cheek. It's in the shade Werk. I'm gonna use my fingers, don't come at me. How does this, there we go. It's a very like neutral color. Now, how I'm applying it is probably making you guys scream, but I always like to put in that natural flush back into the skin for a no like makeup look. If you're going in with foundation or something just to even out your complexion, I always like to go back in and put in that rosy color. Now I'm gonna go in and set my whole face. Let's go with this little guy here. What are you guys up to? What are you guys doing during this quarantine? I have honestly been so bored. I don't know what my life has come to, honestly. I mean, I've just been doing schoolwork, but other than that, during my free time, I lose it. I don't know about y'all, but like before all of this happened, I was like working out, eating healthy, got like summer in my mind, and now I'm just like, well, whatever happens, happens. If I don't come out with my summer body by the end of this, oh well. Mind your business, basically. Okay, now I'm gonna go in with bronzer. I'm gonna add color back into my complexion after we did a light tint. I'm gonna go in with the butter bronzer. I love this stuff. If you guys haven't used this yet, y'all sleeping on it, because this is honestly the best bronzer. Usually on a day-to-day, I will go in with like 2-3 bronzers. I like a really like chiseled look when it comes to my bronzer contour. I already have a little bit more of a structured cheekbone, whatever you want to call it, but for a no makeup look, I just go in more light-handed. And I just go along my cheekbone. Don't forget your hairline. My neighbor just came home and he can probably see me through my windows with this bright light. Don't forget your jawline, people. You can have like the most pretty like color on your cheeks, but if it's not flowing, it's not gonna look well balanced. The color is gonna look a little bit off when it comes to your skin tone. So make sure you are bronzing your jawline. And if you have a double chin, girl, just go ham, you're good. I have a baby one, it's okay though. That means I'm eating good. So now I'm gonna go in with blush. I'm gonna enhance that color on my cheeks a little bit more. I'm gonna go in with the same Physicians Formula brand, and I'm gonna go in with their Butter Blush. This is the shade Plum Rose. It's a very soft sheen. It's not matte. And I like to place my blush along my whole cheekbone, not just on the apples of the cheek, because sometimes that can look a little like Ronald McDonald. It can look too clown-like. So when you go along your cheekbone, blending it into your bronzer, smacking myself with my hair, it creates more of a softer look, and it does create more of a natural look. It makes everything look a little bit more balanced. And what I like to do with whatever is left over, I like to go across my nose. Okay, so the next thing I'm gonna do are my brows. What I like to do normally on a day-to-day or like a no makeup so everything looks a little bit more blended, I like to go in and just define underneath my brow and those little sparse areas where I have less hair, I like to go in and define them just a little bit. I'm going in with the Anastasia Brow Whiz in dark brown. This is a new one. I love when I open a new brow pencil because it's just, it works so good. Okay. So like I said, I'm just going in just underneath my brow. I'm going in very lightly. Now, like I said, you don't have to do that step. If you're very minimal, just go straight to this step or avoid this step at all. I'm gonna go in with a brow gel. This one's the Anastasia Tinted Brow Gel. I use the I use the shade Chocolate. You could even go in with more of a fiber-based gel to create more fullness with your brows. But I'm gonna go in with this guy here. Yes, go to bed, please. I'm sorry, my family, they're crazy, okay? My family is very loud, and I am the complete opposite from them. I'm very quiet. Now, you can go in and do a light shadow. Honestly, for my no makeup look, I don't like to go in with shadow. I do go in with a nude eyeliner. This one is the NYX Wonder Pencil. This one's in the shade Medium. It just opens my eye up just a little bit more. I have smaller eyes, so I like to make my eyes look a little bit more bigger. Now I'm gonna go in and add some glow into my complexion. Like I said, this is the part where I feel like Radiance gives more of a healthier look, which makes it look like a no makeup look. Now, of course, highlighter, illuminator gives shine. So if you don't like that, you can completely skip this step and then just go straight into mascara and a lip. But I'm gonna add a little bit of glow because I feel like your natural skin naturally has some radiance to it, some glow. So I'm gonna go in and I'm gonna highlight the highest points of my face. So underneath my brow bone, sorry, I'm using the Laura Geller Gilded Honey highlighter. I got this little guy from my best friend. She gave this to me like a long time ago and I still have it. Still works perfect. That's why it looks ugly. Don't come for me. I always highlight my brow bone. I highlight my inner corner. When you highlight your inner corner, it kind of awakens your eyes a little bit more. Now this part is optional. You don't have to do your nose. A lot of people tend to be oily in the T-zone area. I'm naturally an oily skin type, but you know what? I don't care these days. I used to care, but now I'm gonna live my life. So next I'm going to go in with this Radiance primer again, and I'm gonna focus this on the tops of my cheeks. You can see it gives a really soft glow. If you feel like, if you've ever used a cream or a liquid highlighter and you feel that those are just a little too intense for you. This guy, I love to use that. You can see it gives a more soft radiant look, a more skin-like look if you don't want nothing too crazy. So the next thing I'm gonna do, I'm gonna go in and do my mascara. I'm gonna go in with the Tarte Lights Camera Lashes. This is one of my favorite mascaras. I've tried many, and for whatever reason, a lot of mascaras give me that raccoon eye look under my eyes. It flakes, it's all over my face. This one, I have no issues with it doing any of that. So I'm gonna go in and curl my lashes. Sorry, it's a little dirty. I'm not gonna show you guys that. Nice trick with mascara. Curl your lashes first and then apply your mascara. Let it dry a little bit. You can add a second coat if you want. This mascara is a little close to being dried out. I don't know if anyone is like me, but I love a mascara when it's close to being dried out because it just creates a really smooth look and it combs through each lashes a little bit better compared to a brand new, very creamy formulation. Maybe that's just me. Am I weird? Now for a no makeup look, I know I'm kind of using a little bit more like higher end products, but if you guys would like to see a no makeup look or any makeup look with more budget friendly type of products, go ahead and let me know. I am completely open to that. I know there is a majority of people who can't afford a full-on routine of higher end products to use for a no makeup look or just for their makeup routine in general. I feel a few key items are essential to invest in, but not everyone is going to use their whole routine in a higher end brands. So let me know. I am completely open to that. I think that'd be really fun for me to kind of like look around. So let me know. I think that would be really cool. I am gonna go in with a lip liner. I'm not gonna go full blown into my lip liner. Again, this is a no makeup look, so I like to keep it as natural and as soft as I can, just enhancing your features. I'm going in with the lip liner from NYX in Natural. And what I'm gonna do, I'm just gonna shape out the key area, so Cupid's bow and right in here. And the lippy I'm going to use today, not so much a lipstick. This one is the Tarte. This is their tinted balm. Looks like this. It's in the shade Nude. It's a really light tint of color. I don't know if you guys can see here, but super light. It's hydrating. They smell really good. I got scared. I thought it was out. Sorry, I'm so obnoxious with my sniffling. Okay, so very last thing I'm gonna do, I'm gonna set my complexion. You don't have to do this. You can just let it ride, do its thing. I'm going in with the Tarte. I'm using a lot of Tarte products. I love Tarte. I'm sorry. Yeah. This is the Stay Spray. Just a setting spray. Like I said, you don't have to do this step. You can just go on about your day. But yeah, this completes the no makeup look. It's super simple. I'm a very minimal person. That's lovely. I'm very minimal when it comes to my makeup. In general, make sure my hair doesn't look crazy. Even when I do my more dramatic looks, I am pretty simple. But yeah, if you guys would like to see a more pocket-friendly version of a no makeup look, or just a pocket-friendly look in general, let me know. I would be more than happy to do that for you guys. I'm still debating if I want to put this video up on YouTube. I don't know. If I do, comment, like, and subscribe, please. I would really appreciate that. I hope this video wasn't too bad for being my first video. If you would like any certain looks or like me to do anything in particular, requests are always welcome. I'd be more than happy to do that for you guys too. Thank you for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed this look, and I will see you next time. Bye.